All right, boom. Hi, Gemini. Hi, you guys. Spiritual Barbie here. Welcome back. Oh, welcome if you're new. Welcome back to the channel. Oh, I just realized I have a scratch on my arm. Hi, guys. I went because it's from all the scrubbing. Hi, guys. Welcome to your general reading. You guys remember to like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. You guys saw you have 2 love readings. I filmed 2. I wasn't trying to. It just happened, and the first message I was like, okay, maybe I'm kind of like, maybe I need to recalibrate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I check myself. And then the second message was about the same. You know what I mean? So I thought I'd go ahead and throw that up there for you guys. Just so you guys could watch both of them, so you guys could understand it. So that's your love reading. Be sure to check out both of them, especially if you're in a love connection or you're kind of wondering about love. Definitely check that out. And remember the dates. So thank you guys so much for liking, sharing this video, for sharing all the videos. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And thank you for subscribing to the channel. And thank you for all you guys who have been getting the extended readings. I've noticed an increase in the extended readings. You guys are really amazing, and thank you. I'm very humble, so I'm always like, huh? But at the same, I'm like, huh? I expect nothing. I genuinely don't expect anything, and that's a bad habit. You should have standards for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But I also am extremely grateful, like, for things that I have, because I know that it's like on the opposite end, like, you might not have it, and so it's like you just have to practice gratitude because it just keeps your head on your shoulders. So I just always need to say thank you, you guys. So this reading for this day that I'm doing today for you guys, I should have done yesterday, but I like to flow with the energy. I don't resist things. If I need to take a break, I take a break. So this reading today is your general reading. Okay, so it's on everything else but love, but it's probably going to also include love. This is going to be the reading that we're going to touch on the karmics and stuff. For those of you guys who love looking into the karmics, these readings are great for that. Okay, and I try not to have them pollute the love readings, because we all know them karmics can't love the way the divine folks, the way we can. You know what I mean? So I don't add them in there. Okay. So, you guys have both of them every week, and usually both readings extend. Okay, so I believe I've rambled for long enough. Now we're going to have a look. Okay. So now you're concluding a cycle, a soul contract, a karmic contract that you have had in some area of your life, whether it was work, contract, a certain career, dealing in certain connections, dating certain men, dealing with certain things in your life, like putting up with them and you looking at them as the norm, and kind of just dealing with things that maybe don't really serve you, but you kind of have obligations to this. You feel obliged to do this, or you have actual obligations to this. This is coming to an end. Okay. We're going to read more of that in the extended, though, because I'm hearing maybe, but we're going to be reading more of that in the extended because there's something in the book that they are pulling my attention to. You don't want to touch on it now. A lot of you guys have unhealthy karmic contracts with people who are not really in alignment with you, but you kind of forge these connections with them because of the nature of your life, nature of your work. Your situation, where you were living, whatever. You forged connections with people who weren't really in alignment with you, and now is the time for this to come to an end, for you to re-examine the clauses in the contract, per se, for you to understand what it is that these connections are really taking from you and what they're really asking of you. A lot of you guys, because they're asking too much of you, this could be a father of your child, or it could be somebody that you work with, or even a company that you work for. The nature of it is too much for you, or it's like it's very unfair to you, and so this week you're going to be reanalyzing it, or just completely getting rid of an agreement and kind of starting afresh, or getting rid of certain people, and realizing that you didn't sign up for it, because it's like some of you guys got falsely bound into a contract, like manipulated into a marriage, manipulated into signing a deal, or you signed a deal, maybe you weren't manipulated into it, but you weren't really realizing all that you were signing away. And some of you guys, you were like signing away your heart, you were signing away your gifts, you were signing away your love, your strength, and you guys are re-examining it and fixing it, or getting away from it, if that's what it is. But a lot of you guys, it'll work out perfectly for you. In fact, I'm feeling for most of you guys, the nature of this contract, it will be revised. You know, this contract is going to be revised, and it's not going to be something that you're going to need to worry about. It's not going to be something that you're going to need to be like, oh, you know, these people really screwed me out of this or whatever. It's like, ooh, you guys almost fell over. It's like something where you're going to be like, okay, you know, I'm just making better alliances, and I've learned the harsh lessons. If there are harsh lessons learned here. Because for some of you guys, there isn't, right? It's just a bad contract. Okay, yeah, you guys are doing stuff from your heart. You guys, you know, you signed up to do something in your life because you weren't in your heart space. If you were in your heart space, you wouldn't have done it. That's what I'm hearing. If you knew your worth, you wouldn't have done it. If you felt like you were worthy and you were beautiful and you were lovable and all those wonderful, amazing things, you would not have done this. You would not have signed up for this. You would not have worked that job. You would not have worked with those people. You would not have settled for that career. You would not have, you know, you would not have thrown that relationship away. That's what I'm hearing. You would not have. You guys are realizing the things that you signed up for as a result of not being in your heart. Okay? And a lot of you guys, it's not punishment. Like, you guys are being freed from this because you guys have done the work. Okay, Gemini? You guys have done the work. So you're going to be freed from this. This is not something that's going to bound you up anymore. It's not something that you're beating yourself up over. It's like you're drafting up a new contract. So it doesn't matter if something is going, which I don't really feel like that's the case. It feels like things are coming in. It feels like things are coming in, but it's just coming in differently, or you feel different, and it's just weird for you, okay? But you guys are going to be living more in your heart. As this week gets, like, that's your energy right now, because you're feeling it coming. You guys are, you know what I'm saying? You guys can feel that stuff. You guys are the magicians. Sorry about that, you guys. All right. But you guys are the magicians. So you guys... Yeah, so you guys are the magicians. So you guys have, you know, a lot of, so you guys have a lot of, like, you guys can feel stuff. You guys can feel energy coming to you. You can feel changes happening. And so, you know, this week, you're going to be experiencing an outpouring of love. Like, you've never felt this amazing doing whatever this is. If this is a work thing, you never felt more amazing working. If this is a home situation, you never felt more amazing being in this home. This is living, you know, moving, whatever. You never felt, this is amazing. This makes you feel amazing. This is actually something that you deserve. You're not killing yourself, beating yourself up over it, and trying to be fake. You're just being real. You guys are stepping into your heart space. And it's because it's like, in a way, it's like you're allowed, but it wasn't like you were never allowed before. It's just before you kind of resigned yourself to feeling like you weren't allowed to have this. But because you freed yourself, now you can have it. Okay, you guys are getting a commitment this week. A commitment is coming in the form of wisdom. Okay, wow. But it's in the form of passion, sex, vitality, energy, magic, exercising. Some of you guys are going to start exercising. You started exercising and you're realizing why you've always been guided to exercise, or why, like, you know, everything around you has been pulling you towards exercising, but maybe you don't feel like you're the most exercising. You're like this big exercise fiend. You know what I mean? But you guys have been pushed towards it. And this week, you guys are getting so much passionate energy. Oh my God. You're having a reconciliation of a friendship, a relationship, a connection with someone who might have made you paranoid, or someone who was paranoid of you. Someone who maybe you did things to them because you were paranoid, Gemini. You know? And this connection is a heart-based connection. It was a soul connection. This person in your life, they were meant to be in your life. You guys have a spiritual bond. I'm hearing business together. You guys were supposed to start a business together. That's why that happened at the same time. But you turned your back because you got scared. You guys were supposed to start a business together. It was a friend. It was a friend. You got scared. You got scared. This person might be, you have talents too, but in a different way, in an earthly way is what I'm hearing. Like, what this person has spiritually or mentally or energetically, you have it physically, materially, or earthwise. Earth has blessed you with it. You know what I mean? And this person has been blessed in their own way, and you guys were supposed to come together in union. That's what I'm hearing for a specific Gemini, for a few Geminis here. You're going to see this week, you're going to be like completely enamored and surprised and like, wow, like you can't believe it. But it's after you learned a very serious lesson. Oh my God. Did you learn a lesson? Oh my goodness. But you withdrew from whatever this was. You guys needed to, You guys were so paranoid in the past, and you took a lot of action because you were paranoid. And so you created a life that you were paranoid about. Or you manifested a lot of things to you as a result. But you've withdrawn from them, and since then you've healed, okay? If this was ailing, you had physical ailments, you've healed physical ailments, and maybe doctors have told you you couldn't heal, and you've healed it because you went within. That's the, going within, that's the cure, B. That's why I be telling y'all to do it. Y'all don't listen. I'm like, y'all need to just go within, journal, whatever. I used to do the daily readings. That's probably, I was going to bring that to the Patreon. I probably still will bring it to the Patreon. You know what I mean? Because I like doing the daily readings. But, going within, it will genuinely heal you of everything and anything. There's not an answer in the world that you might have the answer does not lie within you. There's not a question you get asked that you can't find the answer inside. You can still find it outside, though. Those people will always lead you back inside. Everybody who gets readings from me, they always say, you make me go inside of myself, because that's the way, right? That's the way. That's why I attract a lot of paranoid, anxious people. I hate it, though, but that's why I attract it, because the answer that you're looking for is inside, and it's always been that way. You guys are having a reconciliation of a friendship, a family relationship, a boyfriend, girlfriend, but it feels like it's a friendship. It feels like it's someone who you had a good time with. Someone who, it was a very lighthearted connection, but this person was there for you a lot. You guys had some good ass friends in your life, but I'm hearing you threw them away because you were scared. You were scared, and you needed healing. A lot of you guys could not see clearly. That's what happened. And that's what you were learning. You got this healing. It took time. You got this wisdom because you healed. If you didn't take the time, if it didn't take this time, Gemini, you would never have gotten this wisdom. The wisdom that you received, the enlightenment you received, it took that time. It needed to, okay? Oh my God, yes, this is confirmation and clarity about someone in your life that's returning. You're having a reconciliation with the friendship. I can't believe this. Because it feels like it's someone who you never thought would reconcile with you. Or you never thought, I'm hearing they would reconcile with you. Wow. You never thought that this person would reconcile with you. Wow. Why am I getting it off this person that this person felt like you didn't really want them? Maybe it's because of how things ended or things happened. Like y'all was brokenhearted when you guys did all that. You guys were both mad brokenhearted. This person was you couldn't see how much this person was struggling. This person was struggling with their life, and you could see it because they're strong. So people don't often think that someone who's strong can go through that. With this person, everything you were struggling with, they were struggling with it 10 times over. That's why they reacted like that. That's why they were so hurt by that, because they genuinely felt like they wanted to die. And that just pushed them over the edge. But that's why this person is so different now. They have died, though. They've transformed. This person is shed. Like, this person is, that part of them, that person you knew before is not them anymore. They literally, that situation, what that person was going through, I'm hearing they were suicidal. Like, this person was struggling with their life. You know what I mean? Struggling. You have no idea. No clue. You have no idea. That part of them that was struggling with them, it was trying to kill them. You know what I mean? This person was like trying to kill themselves, like, because their higher selves were so frustrated with not living the life that they desired, and they're so powerful. This person is so powerful that they were orchestrating events that were trying to kill them because they were so mad at themselves. It was so weird, but it was such a spiritual time. I'm hearing 5 years. It might have taken 5 years. 5 years. 2 months ago, maybe was when you were thinking about having this or wanting this, right? Oh, you guys, this tea. Oh my God, this feels like it's something that's like real. Wow, you guys, I feel like right now, you guys, your heart is not healed enough to understand that this can come in for you. And neither is this person. So I feel like if you reach out to this person, you might not get a response, because this person here, their heart is not healed. It's not healed. Like, it's not healed enough just yet. They probably would ignore you, okay? Because this person, either they blocked you so they don't even get messages from you, but even if they saw it, it would just trigger them right now, okay? There's something here around justice, okay, around a situation that has been very chaotic. You're not realizing a chaotic time in your life is because something you need to justice. A chaotic time that you are going through right now is happening because of justice, because someone is owed justice. okay? It is either bringing you justice that you didn't know you deserved. It is definitely bringing you justice that you didn't know you deserved, but it's for someone else, okay? It's whoever this person is here. Whoever this person is here that you're reconnecting with, you're going through whatever this is so that you can understand this person better. Because whatever you're going through is directly linked to this person, or something this person went through. It's something that this person needs you to understand, because this person has very strong boundaries, okay? The two of you guys have a very strong spiritual connection. No matter how hard this person has tried to shake you, they cannot shake you. No matter how hard they've tried. This person has tried so hard, they can't. And it's just, they're just heartbroken. This person is just heartbroken. And that's probably, if you're facing a lot of heartbreak right now, it's because this person is very heartbroken over these partnerships and alliances. You worked with them, if this was somebody who you were friends with in a group, they were heartbroken over those other people. Very, extremely heartbroken. You needed to go through this to understand this person, because if you didn't, it would never be authentic. It's not like, you need to understand why it's taking this time. And you might be in a space right now where you're like, whoever this person is, you might be like, oh no, I don't really want them back. But most of you guys, whoever this person is, you want them back in your life. You do. Whoever this person is, for most of you guys, you're like, oh my God, like, I don't know what I would do if this person ever like came back and it was like good again and it was normal again, is what I'm hearing. Because I feel like this person might be in and out, but it's weird. Like, this person just switches. They're like Cruella de Vil. You know, this person is evil now. Like, I feel like they're evil. Yeah. You know, that's what it feels like. But it's this person is not there. They have like such a good heart. It's just that they were so abused. Okay. And there's another side of them that comes out. That's it. Just as nice as they are, there's another side of them that's just as evil, that just shows up whenever, and she hangs out forever. Like, and that's why you shouldn't trigger this person, is what I'm hearing. But at the same time, go ahead and do it, because it's fine. It makes this person more powerful. But everybody around them hurts when they trigger them. So that's why it's like, don't trigger them. You might notice that maybe when you met them, everybody would kind of walk on eggshells around them, but this person would be like, I don't know, everybody's doing it. But as soon as they bug out, it's like everybody understands why they walk on eggshells, because everything changes and the whole party's over. And they don't try to do this. Oh my God, you guys have a similar energy. Okay? Oh my gosh. You let go of a limiting belief system. Something that's happening right now in your life that feels very karmically unjust. You know, issues in love life, issues in your marriage, issues in your body, whatever. It is happening so that you can understand this partnership and alliance. Some of you guys, it's giving you a business idea. Some of you guys, it's feeding your business. And you need, like, some of you guys, this is a person that you have business with that you, like, sometimes, like, there's certain things I experienced before I came on YouTube that I know if I did not experience those things, I would never relate to my collective, and I wouldn't have one. I wouldn't have one. I wouldn't be on YouTube. There's things I experienced in my life that it literally led me to where I'm at right now. That I think of this, like, and it's weird, but I'm like, why did I have to go through that? And now I'm like, I kind of get why I had to go through that. You know, but I kind of understand why I had to go through that, because I was resisting certain things, and when I would resist it, I would fall back on the thing that I ended up, you know, realizing was divinely orchestrated for me. You know what I mean? And so that's why things are happening. It feels like it's shaky moving parts, but only because, Gemini, I hate to say this, but you're shaking moving parts. Okay, so it's shaking moving parts, and it's odd shaking moving parts, but it's only because you're shaking moving parts. You know what I mean? You're not sticking to the plan. You know what I mean? You're getting shaky, you're feeling indecisive, you're feeling fearful, you're feeling uncertain. And so that's why it shows up that way. But abundance, my dear, abundance beyond your wildest dreams is here for you this week. It's coming. This is because it feels like, Gemini, you're like, whatever this is that's coming back in, you're reconciling with, or you're finally receiving. But it feels like it's a reconciliation. Even if you never had it, it feels like it's a reconciliation because you always felt like you should have had it. Or you always felt like this was meant for you. Or you had it at a certain point and it slipped out of your hands really quick. But it's something you needed to understand about these people or this person. And it's the spiritual union. You don't have to violate whoever this person is. Whoever this person is that's coming back into your life, these people or this person is a queen. They are just like you. They have walked away from many bad habits. This person is that person. They will walk away from things that do not serve them. You don't have to tell them twice. Okay? I know my computer screen is glistening on the cards, right? But you don't have to tell this person more than once. They get it. Okay? These are the people that are in alignment with you. It's the type of person that when you speak and you say, I don't like this, that will never happen again. And it won't. It's not the kind of person that says, oh, sorry, and then does it again. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of you guys are realizing that stuff. You're getting confident in yourself and realizing, but that's why I was attracted, because I was full of shit and I would say things I would do it again anyways. You know what I mean? But it's not like, yeah, and I feel like Gemini, stop. You know, we're not doing that anymore. I hate being spoken to in a bad way. And so I know that saying you were full of shit, even though you guys are like, yeah, I kind of was, but we're advancing out of that, and I don't think you guys were full of shit, and I honestly don't like that I just used that word either myself. I don't like that I said that, because I don't think anybody's really full of shit. I think we go through things, we're traumatized. This world is abundant, and we run into people, we trust them. They abuse our trust. They throw us away. You know what I mean? And then they manipulate us, or they're abusive, they're mean to us, they take advantage of us, we don't understand it. And we're all going through it, and then we do things because that happened to us. We just don't understand. And we're just hurting, and that's just what it is. It's so frustrating, annoying, enduring, and all those things, but it's also like really beautiful when you just let life happen. Oh, gems. This is a really deep. This energy down here, it really is something we're gonna have to extend into, because there's a lot of messages Spirit has to say, and we can't say it on this platform. You guys, you know how many years they was begging me to get on Vimeo? They begged me to get on Vimeo in 2018, and because I didn't do it, they canceled my shit. This channel is so spiritual, it's disgusting. I want to throw up every day. I'm like, ugh. So you mean I'm that out of alignment? You know what I mean? I can't believe I'm that out of alignment. You know, like, and they clipped it. You know what I mean? I don't care. As long as I'm living a life that I want, I don't give a shit about what anybody else is doing. And that's who I am. I'm not trying to control nobody or get them over to another platform. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Pork and beans. You know what I mean? Weezer. That's me. I swear that song is me. If you know me, like, and you know me personally, you know that Pork and Beans, by Weezer is me. I do not care. Okay, and I'll eat my pork and beans. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. As long as I'm living the life I want to. Oh, my bad. That's my mom. She bugging out right now. She's like, huh? I can't be talking crazy about my mama like that. But she know how I speak. She just be looking at me like. She stopped trying to change me a long time ago, but she stopped. She's like, I don't know what happened, but okay, I love her anyways. But you know, you guys, I don't care. Like, I just do not. And like, but when Spirit says to do certain things, because I don't care, I used to ignore Spirit. Because I don't, that's how much I don't care. I would ignore Spirit and be like, okay, I don't care. I don't really want to do it that bad. I'm definitely not getting up. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not. And then shit would happen, and they'd be like, that's why we told you to do that. Or they would just get mad spiteful. Because I work a lot with Spirit, and I do so much magic. I do so many spells. And so many things are coming in all the time. So I have so much energy. Because I'm always doing something. And it's either I'm hexing or I'm blessing. Either one, you take your pick. But when you're doing that, you're constantly calling things in. So even if you're someone who doesn't mind things, you don't know why they're guiding you onto a different place. Okay? But they're guiding me. All right? So that's why I'm like, come to the extended, okay? But at the same time, don't be upset and don't feel like, oh, she's just, don't think that way, okay? I'm not trying to get anybody down. I don't need to. Okay? I want to be here. I want to be here. What is that? What show is that now? Oh! I didn't need Melissa there all those nights. She wanted to be there. When she wasn't home with you making dinner every night, and then he cuts off Abby, and I'm like, how dare you cut off the queen? You know? But that's what it is. Come to the Vimeo. All right? I'm not, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing I'm hiding. They just don't want me to say certain things in certain spaces. All right? So boom. There's something here that's very toxic that you're realizing is very toxic. And what is toxic about it is the shame that you carry about it. That's what's toxic. Okay? That's what's toxic. And it's because you worry a lot, Gemini. So you act off of your worries. You know what I mean? So when you feel a worry, you act because you're feeling worried. And that gets you caught up. That gets you caught up. Okay? If you ever got caught up before, it's because you act before you think, or you act off of your worries. So if you're worried about something, you'll go do something instead of just relaxing and figuring out what you really want to happen, and then that'll make it happen for you. Okay? So you guys are understanding something, and you're trusting in your crown chakra. Your crown chakra is getting upgrades, so you're receiving the truth rather than deception and envy, which is what you've been feeding yourself from others who have been fed deception and envy. They're just feeding you back what they were fed. Okay? And so you were acting out of envy, acting out of not envy, fear. Fear. It wasn't envy, Gemini. I don't feel envy off of Gemini. I never do. That's why I keep coming back. I feel envy off of Aquarius sometimes. Yeah. Strongly. And Sag. Last year, especially with Sag. Who else? There's certain signs that I avoid, I feel envy off of. But some signs I don't feel envy off of. Or some signs, it's mainly Aquarius. That's the one sign I begrudgingly do. I like, when I do Aquarius readings, I'm like, okay, you know, not all Aquariuses are bad, but I don't know why I feel a strong energy of envy off of Aquarius. I don't know why. And I'm not saying Aquariuses are envious. I don't think Aquariuses are envious. I know many Aquariuses, and I don't think they're envious at all. I never get an envious energy off of any Aquarius. I know lots of them too. But I just feel an envy energy, and it could be because Aquariuses are around a lot of envious people, or Aquariuses secretly feel or deal with a lot of envy, and it's kind of coming up. But that's the one sign I'm like, when I'm doing that, I don't like that emotion, because I process envy very quickly. I'm like, oh, I'm jealous. I'm jealous of her. Oh, she has that. I want that. And then next week I'll have it. Next week, you know, I just admit it. I'm like, yeah, I'm just jealous as shit. If I could have what she had, I would have it in a second, and then I'll just get it because I just admitted it. Instead of casting and sending evil eye, putting evil eye on being, you know, sending that, I just am like, I want it, you know, and then you get it. I don't feel envy off of Gemini at all. I never feel like Gemini ever envies anybody or envies me. No, I don't feel that way. But I feel like you guys act off your worries a lot. You do, and you can see the life you're living is a result of having acted off all your worries. It's all right, Gemini. That's what we love you for. You guys are the nervous sign. You guys are so mercurial. You guys are mercurial and you're cerebral. So give yourself a break, would you? Seriously, cut yourself some slack. You're cerebral and you're mercurial. So Virgo can sit there and judge you all they want. Virgo said, oh, I don't know, I'm Gemini. You know, Virgo's always got something to say. Virgo's always got something to say. They always do. Oh my God. I have Virgo 7th house, so everybody around me that I sign contracts with always wants to tell me how to live my life too at the same time. So I'm like, of course. That's why I cut off the comments. I'm like, tell me how I could do it better. Thanks. It's just my 7th house. That's what happens when you have a 7th house in Virgo. You know what I'm saying? But Virgo's very mercurial, but they're just earthly. So they're earth-based, but they're mercurial. So it kind of balances itself out. You almost don't really notice it until you're almost dying of cancer or something. You know what I mean? You almost don't really notice it till you're almost dead, you know? But with Geminis, it's like you guys are airy, you're cerebral, right? And you're mercurial. So you got to cut yourself some slack. Meditation is your friend, my dear. But honestly, I don't blame you if you don't meditate. I don't blame you if you don't meditate. It's hard. It's hard. But at the same time, it is your friend. So if you can find time to go outside, or when you're outside and it's just a nice day and it feels good, just close your eyes and breathe in. And you'll notice how your life starts to change when you just incorporate that. You don't have to do it every day. You don't have to set a schedule. Just when you get it, just take it. You know what I mean? Like, wow, I have this moment. I'm just going to take it. It's mad selfish, but I'm just going to take it. You know? Because it's good for you. All right? So you guys, we're going to look more into this. There's this divine abundance Empress energy that's showing up here. It's strong Empress energy. And it feels like it's someone around you, but it's also you guys too are getting this. Yo, I don't know why I just feel it. I feel a push and a pull and a push and it's like there's two queens that's calling each other in, and it's mad annoying. You know what I mean? Because I wish I was just, you know what I mean? I wish I would just pick up. But at the same time, I get why there's like this push-pull, but there's some Empress energy that's coming into your life, but it's only because they recognize the queen in you. They see you as a queen too. So it's not like someone is stepping in and they're a queen. and maybe they're giving you something, but it's not like it's like you're inheriting this queenness, but you have it already. You already are this, but this person, you see them as a queen too, and that's what it is. But there's a mutual respect here. It's not like somebody's looking down. In fact, Kendall, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure I didn't give you that bow to put in your hair. Who gave you that bow? Jill did not steal a $2 bow. She did not for her little Kendall. And I feel like it always resonates. It always does. But I feel like whoever this person is, they just feel like you deserve more. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. But this person is very emotionally withdrawn, and they walk away from things when it gets toxic. It doesn't matter if they put down a $2 million deposit. Oh, it's toxic? This person, but that's why they're so abundant, because they don't care. If it's not in line with the divine, they throw it away. It's by the garbage quickly. It quickly goes by the trash. All right, so you guys rush. This person takes out the garbage every week this person, like, the morning routine is done in the morning for them. Like, if they need to get the garbage out, you know what I'm saying? Like, the first thing that's going out is the trash. This person sweeps every day. This is the kind of person that they remove. They're like, oh, trash. You know, this person is quick. All right, you guys, we're going to the extended. We're going to pull more oracle cards. We're going to read for the contract, because you guys have some karmic contracts, baby. Let's get ready to expire. It's going to expire. Yes. Okay. And yes, I feel it. Freedom. Oh, my freedom. Yes. Okay. That's what I'm feeling. Okay. So come on over to the extended. You guys are always welcome. And there's more goodies for those of you guys. You always come over there. I'll see you guys later in a little bit. Bye. Mwah.